Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down, and the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Could have knocked it down, jump for it, anything.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders.
I didn't want to freaking go for a pick, so I just wanted to run into him. I should just still run for a pick.
But it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to play tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I'm coming, Mama. Hold on.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Can you drink your juice? Okay, I'm coming. Okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one results in 35 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette.
And you couldn't truck him
that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jones. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down.
What is the pass rush? God damn, this man sitting back there all day.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. On second down, it's Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge in the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this.
This is definitely not his best ball.
And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll find Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew.
And you drop it. Come on.
A lot of force bearing down.
Oh my God, you serious?
3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go! Here we go. Get off the field.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down.
Who you throwing to? Oh my gosh, that should have been picked off. Like he threw it behind me, making the guy stop his run.
It's 4th down.
Look at that. He threw it behind him, making the guy stop running.
Josh Lambo comes on.
I can't wait to get a quarterback.
38-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play.
Come on, catch the pick.
The rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it.
Hit you right in the hands.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
About to say you better not hold on to that. You was waiting for that route.
Force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Hits it right to the ball.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
Oh, no, I didn't know you scored. That's what I was calling the timeout. He must have rolled on top of him.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Me and him missed out the touchdown.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Hey,
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal efficiency.
Now a handoff looking right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd down, now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Blitzing, so you should be open right when I call height.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met in.
Why'd you juke to the outside? The inside was wide open.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard.
It was because I tried to stop. That's why he went to the outside.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh my God, I had to touch it out.
Sacked back around the 18-yard line. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
Missed a 17-yard field
really
goal.
call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Fournette, a first down carry. Yeah, this will leave him.
Fournette was faster. That was a touchdown.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception. And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one.
Come on, you can't make it right there. Like, that's a touchdown for that. Truck him, dive forward, truck him forward, something. Jesus. This man's goal line tackle is legit.
Play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide
if I didn't go play the
complete.
other guy here that had him
A
open.
good pick up there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Jumper. Yes, bud.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
I'm
touchdown.
going to get you applesauce before to eat this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
Wide open.
The advantage a little bit.
I was like, I need another corner, but I need to trade BOE.
Didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And his pass is
Baited you into that one.
4th time today.
You fell right. You fell for that.
Linebacker Miles Jack. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip
blue, trying to knock it down.
out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number.
I went right into the tackle. That whole outside was open. You sit your ass. Last thing I need you is getting hurt. You injury prone. He also got 20 carries. No need for you to be in the game. Oh, 10 carries, I mean.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in, and hit behind the line, he lost the football. It's loose.
I got the cover ball trait, and y'all still fumble.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, you're a
They may
rookie,
have the edge
so.
on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there, and Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Looking deep, and now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Yeah, that's a boom.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
Wow, that was a glitch of a tackle.
2 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Look at this. By the shoestring. Get that man right by the shoestring. I missed that tackle. He had a chance to take it to the house, probably.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Just a little bit.
I was following the tight end the whole way. I'm surprised he threw it there.
Last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things differently?
Kneel it out.
For the 2nd week in a row.
He had to get that first one. Yes, ma'am. Good game, bro.
Figure it out.
You finished your applesauce? That was fast.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Put in the trash.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jags, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.